Hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, I already said I was going to make one on Taraji P. Henson. Let's see what we got here. She's 53. On the books, it says she's been with 7 different men. That's still a lot. And I always say you could probably multiply that by anywhere from 3 to 4 times. Saying she's been with about 30 different men. I mean, you gotta understand how women move. It don't matter. This is how most women move. Women are having more sex than men. Yes, it's the truth. There's no way around it. They call us cheaters. Trust me. All the sneaky things they do, all the children that have been born that don't even belong to nobody, don't even know who the parent is. Yes, this is how women move. But yeah, I mean, she's been acting for a while. I never even knew who she was until Baby Boy. But yeah, she's been around for a while. And she's been around a lot of decent men and had an opportunity to choose a good guy, but she continued to run with street running men. She knew what she's been getting into, and it just resulted in her having nothing. Because women don't really realize that men value lasts way longer than theirs. It's really crazy. And then they're going to blame men for all their problems. Because let me see, look, she dealt with Drake. Let me see, I want to see, okay, Common. And you start looking at the type of men that she's dealt with, like most of these men were never going to take her serious anyway. She was just for the ride. And like I say, women like that. And I believe her last few good years she might have had, she was really focused on her job or on her acting career. And that's the worst thing to do. Women really think in the back of their head, oh, I got time. And they don't realize that we pick based off your beauty. It don't matter how many times you tell them. And another thing on Taraji Henson that we don't really realize, like literally when women get older, they done been through life. They're used to telling, people what to do. They're used to being able to move and run and do things their own way. That does something to a woman. Almost, it's like she's no longer a woman. She's a man now. And they're never going to truly mold with a man because she's been single for a while. And her way of thinking, like, she's not going to submit to you. She's not going to follow your lead. Like, you're not going to be a man to her. She's really looking for a partner. That's right. These women this old, that's been single forever, is not used to men telling them what to do. It's never going to mold with a man. It's never going to bind with a man, should I say. And it's never going to work. It's just going to be a waste of your time. I see people try to come together all the time. They're looking for somebody that want an equal relationship. That never works. We're trying to make things work that has never been proven to work. And you know what people will tell you? Oh, well, this random person out of a billion people actually made it work. Yes, we will compare one relationship that worked and a million failed and try to make sense out of it. It doesn't work dealing with older women. It never works. You're wasting your time. You got a better chance getting a younger woman. And if you can't get a younger woman, overseas you can get any woman. Like literally, I say men, go overseas, get a young woman. Do not deal with their older women over there either. See, that's the reason why we got all these problems. We done broke our system by going after older women. And this is why women continue to shame us. It's all about women empowerment. And another thing on Taraji P. Henson, like women generally do not see the value of a husband, of a man, while they're young. And then when they get older, that's very important to them because they realize I'm about to start getting older. Soon men are not going to even be attracted to me. Yes, that's what they realize, but it's too late. And now you can't attract a man. So now, this is why Kevin Samuels used to say, die alone, buy a dog, die alone. Because women do not value men when they're young. And men don't value women when they're young also. That's a problem also. See, we really think we're going to get more, because I hear a lot of these podcasters talking about focus on you, build you up, but I realize why they're doing it, because they realize these women can hold you back. Because if you chasing women all the time, you're not going to be able to build yourself up. But remember, it used to be a time when a woman was by your side, it helped you build yourself up. All you gotta do is start looking at some of these CEOs in these companies. Like, I'm talking about the top dogs. They all have wives at home. And a lot of them got married very young. I'm talking about 19, 20 years old. And had a woman by their side. And that made them actually even more focused. Because having a good woman by your side will allow you to be more focused. I mean, you're not chasing women. Because at the end of the day, all men desire women. We still want women. We want to sleep with women. So, yeah, men need to stop saying that focus only on you, because that's part of our imbalances as well. Like, you can start looking at even the music and movie industry. They're trying to sway men to value more than women's beauty. This is why they're trying to put more women in starring roles. I remember that last Terminator movie had an old lady as one of the starring roles, and it didn't make as much money as the other ones. And they tried to get Arnold Schwarzenegger a smaller part. Like, literally, when we think of that movie, we think of him. But yeah, they're trying to sway how we look at older women and women as a whole generally. But yeah, Taraji P. Henson, she had plenty of time to get a good guy, a decent guy. But like I say, they never going to go after a guy that's going to make a good husband. It's always going to be about his status first. So now, she's in her 50s, but she's still thinking like she's in her 20s. That's how it works. It's never going to change. That's why I say women in their 40s and 50s are looking at men around their age that are dating women in their 20s. It's a joke. Like, I mean, you can ask any man, like, if I could have a 20-year-old model or I could have a 53-year-old woman, which would I choose? And women will shame you for choosing the more beautiful one. It's like, that don't even make sense. You take this $1 million or you want a penny. I'm going to go for the $1 million every time. And you can't shame us, because once that shaming truly stop coming up and all men start dating younger women, that's when women will start taking relationships more serious. Once they realize you got like literally women got like a 10 to 15 year window, I would say. Because you really think about it, by the time they're 20, they start losing their value at like 28. That's the honest truth. And what do they do in them years? Run the streets and then blame all men for their problems. Like, literally, if you take this woman and go back 30 years, you would think they were two different people because of the way they think about relationships. Yeah, women older, they probably would value a man more, but we will never value you because you have nothing to offer. It's a joke. It's funny. Anyway, guys, like, comment, and subscribe.